In the metals quadrant today, taking a look at the September copper futures contract, which has a down day. It wasn't all that bad, down right around 2%, 3.70 and change. But it's the significance of the closing price. Copper had its lowest closing price since February 8th of 2020. Not only that, but June closes down almost 13% lower, a little bit higher, or I should say a little bit more than 13.75% lower, marking the worst month for the industrial metal since September of 2011. Today on the lows, 3.6870 was down 2.4%. On the highs, we actually were up about 1/3% at 3.7950. Now, recession fears have really started to ramp up, which is hurting commodities, hurting risk assets in general. Consumer spending in the U.S. came in soft, stoking those recession fears even more. The consumer spending figures were half of what was expected, and yet prices were slightly higher than what was expected. This was not good news overall for the view of the global economy and specifically the U.S. economy. That's those recession fears coming back into the market and hurting risk assets and especially industrial commodities like copper. Also, we had some small dollar weakness today due to lower yields, but overall on the week, the dollar was up, and on the month, the dollar was up, completing its 5th month higher of the last 6. Those yields down about 8 to 12%, depending on which part of the yield curve. But not only that, the difference between German and US yields actually widened, and that's showing that sort of global gap in the economic growth story of things, which obviously is going to affect industrial metals because it's not just US, it's China, it's the EU, and it's most of the world right now undergoing stresses of negative economic data. Copper lower today, a very significant down day in terms of the closing price.